Why do we consistently misunderstand people we don't know? Why do police officers misread civilians? Why do intelligence agencies misjudge spies? Why do investors trust con artists? Why do ordinary conversations turn into tragic outcomes? In Talking to Strangers, Malcolm Gladwell investigates one disturbing truth. We are terrible at understanding strangers, and our failure to recognize this weakness has devastating consequences. Today, we're doing a comprehensive deep dive breaking down every core argument, major case study, and psychological principle in this provocative book. The central thesis: Gladwell's core claim is bold. Humans default to trust even when we shouldn't. And when we talk to strangers, we rely on flawed assumptions about transparency and behavior. We assume people are honest, emotions are readable, truth shows on the face, guilt looks guilty, but those assumptions are often catastrophically wrong. The tragedy of Sandra Bland. The book opens with the 2015 arrest of Sandra Bland. A routine traffic stop escalated into confrontation. Days later, Bland was found dead in jail. Gladwell asks, how did a simple interaction spiral so quickly? His argument is not that one side was purely evil. It's that both participants were strangers to each other. And strangers are easy to misread. Tone is misinterpreted. Body language is misjudged. Intentions are projected. Small misunderstandings compound. The result can be irreversible. Default to truth, the psychology of trust. One of Gladwell's most important concepts is default to truth. Psychologist Tim Levin argues that humans are wired to believe others. We assume honesty unless overwhelming evidence proves otherwise. This bias serves society well most of the time. Without it, cooperation collapses. But it also makes us vulnerable. Enter Bernie Madoff. For decades, Madoff ran the largest Ponzi scheme in history. Investors ignored red flags. Regulators missed warning signs. Even sophisticated financial experts believed him. Why? Because defaulting to distrust requires constant suspicion, and society isn't built that way. The myth of transparency. We believe emotions are visible. We think nervousness means guilt. Calmness means innocence. Avoiding eye contact means lying. But Gladwell dismantles this belief. He examines the case of Amanda Knox. Knox's behavior after her roommate's murder appeared odd to investigators. But is there a universal way innocent people behave? There isn't. Humans are not transparent. We project meaning onto behavior that may have none. When experts get it wrong, Gladwell explores how trained professionals misread strangers too. CIA agents failed to identify Cuban double agent Ana Montes for years. Why? Because she didn't look suspicious. She behaved normally, and the CIA defaulted to trust. The book reveals a troubling reality. Expertise does not eliminate misjudgment. It sometimes reinforces overconfidence. Context matters more than character. Gladwell introduces the concept of coupling. Behavior is strongly linked to context. For example, suicide rates are higher in locations where lethal means are accessible. Remove the means and the rate drops. The implication: behavior is not purely personality-driven. It is situational. We often misread actions as character flaws when they are context-driven responses. The role of stress and authority. In interactions between strangers, power dynamics distort perception. In high-pressure environments like police stops, stress amplifies threat detection. Small gestures become suspicious. Authority amplifies interpretation. The Sandra Bland case reappears as an example of how authority, stress, and misinterpretation interact explosively. Brock Turner and institutional blindness. Gladwell analyzes the sentencing of Brock Turner. Why did institutional leaders offer leniency? Again, default to truth. Turner did not fit the stereotype of a violent criminal. Elite environments often trust their own members. Strangers outside that environment are judged more harshly. The bigger question: why are we so confident in our ability to read strangers? Because evolution conditioned us for small communities. In tribal settings, familiarity was common. Modern society is different. We interact constantly with strangers. Yet our psychology has not adapted. We operate with outdated cognitive tools. What this book is really about, at its core, talking to strangers is about epistemology, the study of how we know what we think we know. It argues that transparency is a myth, trust is automatic, context drives behavior, institutions magnify misjudgments, confidence in our judgment is often misplaced. Gladwell does not say don't trust anyone. He says, recognize your blind spots. Humility is the antidote to misjudgment. Criticisms of the book. Some critics argue Gladwell oversimplifies complex social issues. Structural racism deserves more emphasis. Individual accountability risks being diluted. These critiques are significant, but the book's strength lies in reframing how we interpret interactions. It forces readers to question assumptions. Final reflection: when you meet a stranger, you think you see who they are. You think you understand their emotions. You think you can detect lies, but often you are guessing. And the cost of guessing wrong can be enormous. Misunderstandings start wars, destroy reputations, collapse institutions, end lives. The lesson of this book is not paranoia, it is humility. We are bad at reading strangers. Admitting that is the first step toward doing better. Call to action. If you value deep dive recaps that go beyond summaries that unpack psychology, systems, ethics, and real-world implications, make sure to subscribe, like this video, follow the channel, share your perspective in the comments, and most importantly, comment the next book you want us to review. Should we explore more behavioral psychology, true crime, political analysis, economic systems, legal thrillers? Drop your recommendation below. We read it, we analyze it, we break down every layer. Until next time, remember, the most dangerous assumption you can make is believing you fully understand a stranger.